Good morning, everybody. Today's word is deep. I don't know if it's because we're in the second half of Inktober, but the ideas for this one came a lot easier than the beginning of the month, and I think that's true the last few days. For today's word, the idea I had immediately came from being really deep in the ocean, and I knew I really wanted to draw an anglerfish because they're just so spooky and alien looking, and I love when an animal is just a little bit bizarre, like it goes against certain conventions of, what would be a cute animal, I guess. I think that's the type of animal that I am really drawn to draw. So I knew I wanted to do the anglerfish, and specifically the reason I wanted to do that is I like the idea of trying to use masking fluid again, even though it's not great with this type of paper. Basically, I wanted to make it so that only one little circle was pure white and the rest of the image would be dark, would be in pure darkness, and I knew that the light on the anglerfish's head would be a good choice for that. Now, I didn't actually mind the ink running in this piece. I mean, in some of the pieces, maybe I get a little bit impatient and I want them to be shaded and done, and I don't want to wait. I think that's one of my flaws of working with ink and watercolours. I'm too impatient a person to use them. I didn't really mind it today. I kind of liked the idea of it, because if that is just the only light source and you were deep underwater, it would look murky. So I kind of wanted to add that texture with the ink running a little bit as I did the lines today. So, I kind of used it to my advantage in this time. I basically bought a texture medium for watercolour about a month ago, and I've been trying to find a moment to use it, and I really wasn't sure how it would react with ink, but I knew I wanted that kind of like grainy and was like kind of like dirty again, like in Filthy. It might have been useful in that piece, to be honest, but I wanted to kind of get that kind of blurry look to the image, so I dabbed it on after that first circle of black ink, and I'm not sure how well the video shows it, but it made all of the ink very granular looking, as if it was through an old camera kind of thing. It was a really interesting texture. So if you do have some and you were wondering how it would react with your ink, maybe this can act as a little bit of a guide or an idea of what that would look like. I think it's interesting to try and bring in new mediums like that every once in a while. It could have ruined the piece, but that's the point in doing Inktober, isn't it? Well, it is for me, is to try and experiment a little bit and use mediums in a way that I don't normally use them, and just to try and learn a little bit about ink specifically. And that's it for today. It's not a really long video, but yeah, I was pretty happy with how it ended up looking. And the texture medium was interesting. If I get the chance, I might try and use it again. Maybe this time paint it first and then paint on top, because I mixed it into wet ink this time. So maybe paint on it when dry, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I get a moment to try that. Anyway, I hope that you're all doing well, and I'll see you again tomorrow.